Alrighty. Hopefully the streaming software is caught up by now. And we'll be able to see on my channel that it is in fact posted. Alrighty, cool. So, if you can't see already, for the stream, I've been participating a bit in the NewTuber community on Reddit, and I thought it'd be cool to post a video and see how it goes and streaming the content. And here we're going to copy the video link. Copy it again. Hold on. Copy. Post. All right, well, let's see if we can maybe get one person to come check us out. That'd be pretty cool. Looks like we're doing pretty well on the quality. Hopefully, I'm not going to get in trouble. Cool. Alrighty. So now I just got to wait for the messages. And hopefully, we'll be able to get going on the stream. I'll start. So basically, I'm going to explain is I'm going to be reviewing people's videos on top of here on the stream, and you'll be able to see me watch them and go through a little process I've written down and repost them on, and hopefully we can learn a few things, watch some cool, interesting videos from maybe some smaller YouTubers, and see how it goes. Just gotta wait on the posts. Alrighty. Nobody around yet, but let's see. Hopefully this didn't just post it to all of you guys, all my subscribers, and be like, hey, this dude is streaming, but let's see. Well, soon as we can get people to start commenting, hopefully get some soon. Otherwise, this room's going to be pretty boring. But and just to let you know that this stream is entirely for the purposes of critiquing videos, as the NewTubers Reddit has shown that you're not allowed for self-promotion. This isn't going to be self-promoting. This is exclusively for critiquing. So, soon as we can get some people. Oh. He titled it, so just to let you know, shouldn't title it, but let's check this video out. First video.
Little Luigi here. Welcome to.
Before we start, let's check out the thumbnail. So we've got Ali A. Interesting. Okay. Roblox Mario Kart. Corvix. Interesting. It's a little confusing, but we'll see how it goes. Let's check out the video statistics. So it's got 71 views. It's pretty decent. Little Luigi's channel's got 1.4 thousand subs. It's pretty good. Let's check out the description. This looks pretty good. It's got information, thumbnail wars, cool. It is 17-minute long video. I don't think I'll be able to get through the entire thing, but I'll watch maybe about a minute of it. A little description, cool. Links to their channels, it's good. Patreon, cool. Discord links, it's all good. Having little how you make your videos, it's good as well. Cool. All right, well, let's check out the first 15 seconds and then we'll continue going.
Thumbnail wars with the Corvex and Evanestor.
Hey.
We're all gonna make thumbnails for a game.
Well, so wait, it says there's a
Little
disclaimer
Luigi
right
here.
on the non-family friendly themes are in the video. So in my post, it did say that's safe for work. So if he does break my
Welcome to
rules,
Thumbnail Wars with the Corvex and Evanestor.
Hey.
We're all gonna make thumbnails for a game, and the best one wins, basically. How much time are we getting? 10 minutes?
30 minutes. Anyways, what game are we gonna do, guys? We're gonna do a.
so it's about 15 seconds in. It sounds like you're like on a Discord or a stream call. And this could be pretty interesting, I guess, for some people, but the background hasn't changed and it's been 15 seconds already. It's kind of hard to understand what the video is about. You didn't like you kind of just had a thumbnail appear. In like the first 15 seconds, I should know, I'm gonna guess because I don't really know, is you're gonna basically be showing different thumbnails in like a Discord call or something like that. And it's gonna be that's what it is for this 17-ish minute video. And that's pretty interesting. From looking at the quality of it though, there's definitely a difference in quality. You can tell that there's like aliasing, especially on the emoji and the arrow. It looks fine. Let me see. Is it checking out the rest of it? This looks interesting. It's 17 minutes long though. I'm not going to be able because I got to get back to some more of the other people's posts. But already, this is pretty interesting. I don't really do too much. You're kind of clickbaiting with Allier. I didn't see any reference to him already. Yeah. So it's pretty interesting. It's definitely clickbaity. It's got a lot of red. There's a good color contrast. Thumbnail wars. It's an interesting concept. So let's see. I think it's pretty good. The only thing is I'm not going to be able to watch the whole thing. It's 17 minutes long. It's a little hard to understand because it's still just one thing in the beginning. And alrighty, let's see. So I'm gonna go. I got my little rule of 9 right here, and this is what I'm gonna be posting for the video presentation. You had a really good description. You got like it's not blank. Like there are a lot of videos they just have blank descriptions. What I would like is timestamps. Like please, if you're doing long videos, I want you to walk yourself through those videos and be able to actually put in timestamps. Like, yeah, it takes a long time, but it's so nice especially because if it's a thumb wars, it's like a game as what I'm guessing, having the different round timestamps and what the different maybe different rules. Having little timestamps would be an extra bonus for that. So thumbnail looks pretty good. It's a little clickbaity. It doesn't have thumbnail wars. I don't know. It's like I guess it's if you had like a thumbnail versus in big red letters versus another thumbnail, that would be actually more intriguing because you're actually showing like the combat between the thumbnails. So I'll definitely give you like a solid 2 out of 3, and then I would suggest that you would in the thumbnail. So I would suggest you put in time stamps for longer videos are a bonus if you are willing to. Or sorry, I shouldn't be editing this. I should be posting this total. Here we go. Blah. 3 points. Oh, solid 2 out of 3. Timestamps for longer videos is appreciated, and a bit more clarity for the thumbnail, suggesting having 2 thumbnails versus each other. Boom. Audio quality. Let's listen to it a little bit longer. The video quality looks fine.
Called I need this. Where is something good?
This looks good.
Little Luigi, does it have to be PG for your channel?
I
1080p
mean,
60.
it doesn't have to
1080p
be
60 looks pretty good. You're doing a Discord call. The audio quality is really good.
super PG.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh man, this is a banger already.
Audio quality sounds good. You guys sound like you got pretty good mics. You're good. So I'm gonna just put this down for 3 out of 3. Anything to improve on was maybe be
I already have a vision.
you've got a lot of back-to-back. Maybe if you had them in 2 separate views so you can see them working on it at the same time would be another thing that'd be pretty cool to watch. So that would be the only thing I would improve, is maybe the editing, is you can see them at the same time and then choose to go back and forth to focus on the areas. That'd be the only thing. I'm competing through 2 separate windows versus the back-to-back would be my only real suggestion. It's a little bit different editing. That's not too much. Content. It's interesting content. I don't know Corvix or Evanster, but something that would, for some people, I guess it's interesting. The Allier, kinda, I guess it's clickbaiting, but and he doesn't seem to show up in the video, so it is clickbait. It's fine. It's interesting. It's not something. It's anything I would improve upon is, I guess, I don't know. It's just an interesting concept, making ridiculous thumbnails, thumbnail wars. I guess if I don't know these people, so I can't say I would actually rate it, but I'll give you just 3 out of 3. It's not something I'm too interested in, but it was definitely interesting to see how you set it up, and the idea is interesting concept. Concept of creating thumbnails and interesting content for creating thumbnails and comparing. Interesting. So your total is going to be it's going to be 8 out of 9. Not a perfect. There's some improvement, especially for the timestamps, especially for those longer, like 18, even like 5-minute videos. Having timestamps is just the best. Alrighty. Hope you're able to enjoy my coverage of the stream on the video. Okay, and reply. Cool. It's pretty good. And there's a few things I would improve upon, but otherwise it's pretty interesting. There's no real big problems with the video. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. I make gameplay commentary videos. Here's my latest upload. So another thing, hopefully you're watching me on the stream. If you guys want to comment or anything like that, I did ask in the rules that you don't put a disclaimer, and that's what that essentially is you're putting in a disclaimer. Hey, I make gameplay videos. That's a disclaimer. I asked you not to do that because I should be able to click on this video and then see he makes gameplay videos. It's stream friendly. There's some slight swearing. It's fine, but it's not F-bombing every 30 seconds.
My name.
Boom, before we even start. This is an interesting thumbnail. It is very low quality though. Like even at my, this is the normal compared to 1440p. This is probably what, 720, maybe 480p thumbnail. I would definitely increase the resolution on that. It's also very blank. There's no text. There's no other than just a child sucking on a binky. It's not really too interesting of a thumbnail. It's okay, I guess. Then a woman thinks she's a baby, but so you make gameplay commentary videos. Is there gameplay? Yeah, okay.
My name is Riley. I'm 25 years old. I live outside of Buffalo, New York, and I'm addicted to being an adult baby.
So this is what it's fucking come to. Well, lads, what's the crap?
So there's a little bit of swearing, and literally the first thing you say is okay. So you got Apex gameplay. Only 720p 60. That's one of the things. Is if you're doing gameplay videos, I do suggest at least going for 1080p 60, just because, like, especially when I blow it up here, it's not good. Like, the whole point of a gameplay commentary is that it's basically a commentary with gameplay as the background footage. Yeah, so B-roll gameplay is pretty good, but you could definitely improve on that. It's only 720p 60, and I understand that there's definitely restraints because there's a lot of times we can't upload in the higher quality or we don't have good enough computers, but that's just one of the things to look out for. Is if you're doing a gameplay commentary, having the highest quality possible gameplay is like the best thing. Because you're going to lose a lot of detail, and the whole point is that while people are watching you play, it's just interesting to look at, and having it higher quality is really nice as well.
Before we start this video, I just want to quickly plug the Discord over there.
So you plug the Discord, cool.
Put up like video ideas I have and shit, and you can give me video ideas. It's pretty fucking sick, so join it, link in description. But anyway, My Strange Addiction, the best series to ever happen to commentary.
So about 20 seconds in, you got one plug. That's pretty good. But why should I join the Discord? Like because you could just, like, if I enjoy your videos, sure. But if I just saw your video, like, if you're like, oh, if you go onto my Discord, you get to see my videos early. You get to comment on them early, and you get to also vote for new videos there. And that's just another thing, is like getting people to go to your Discord or to your Facebook or your Instagram, your Twitter or whatever. Is like, why should I go there? Interesting. Let's see the Discord. Not a good Discord. So it's a meme Discord. Like, I know it's okay. You do literally only one link. Yeah, it's fine. But then you just got tags, which are, the whole point is when you have a nice long description is you're able to just kind of fill out these tags, and a lot of these are just like TikTok and funny or whatever. It's not really relevant to the video. If you're like, this video is a description of this video is a commentary gameplay of Apex Legends, where I talk about this adult who pretends to be a baby on this website or whatever the video series is, and it's definitely an interesting concept. And I've definitely seen a lot of videos like this back in the day when this was really popular to do. Other than that, so we talked about the description, thumbnail, quality.
YouTube. I've already made a video on this a while back on Julian here, who's addicted to balloons.
My name is Julius.
Your audio quality is pretty decent. It's not bad. It's not like, it's definitely in that mid-range, kind of like you're probably on like a laptop or not like a laptop, because laptops are actually really bad quality audio. But it sounds like you got like a decent gaming headset you're playing through, and that's fine. But it's definitely not as good as like an audio grade. But that's just another cost restraint thing to talk about.
I'm 62 years old, and I'm addicted to balloons.
Fucking normal, lads. But today,
So yeah, and that's another thing to watch out for, is especially if you're playing like audio of like TV shows a lot, they get copyright claim. So that's another thing you got to watch out. And I had asked for, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. But that's mostly it. The content is pretty interesting. The whole idea of a woman who thinks she's a baby. But 30 seconds in, you've only had one clip of that, and then you kind of go on this tangent where you're talking about your own channel, which is fine. It's just you got the hook in there, which was good. You got your plug, but why should I go to the plug? And then the rest of the video, timestamps, like I talking to the other guy, timestamps are just like the best. And especially for these, if it's like longer than a minute, you got to have timestamps, in my opinion, but it's extra work. Other than that, pretty good. Let me take this. I'm not going to be going through the whole video because I got some more people to critique. But let's see. Rule 9, critique format. Presentation. Your Discord was kind of, or not your Discord, but your description was kind of meh. It was okay. It's a meme. You're like, oh, this is a little bit better. The thumbnail was pretty low quality resolution, and it was pretty like blank. There's like, if you had text in there to explain or like something interesting, it would have been a bit better. And that's what I would have added. Work on a more detailed description. Then you don't have to worry about tags and higher quality thumbnail. And you can learn about thumbnail design. Oh, you got the blue? So that's another thing, is you can have like a really high quality mic like I do. It's not actually, that's a lie. It's like $100. But if your area where you're speaking is like a massive like hallway or something, you're going to get a lot of reverb off the walls, which can like bring the quality down. And that's one thing. Thumbnail it's okay. If you do higher quality, maybe it's because I'm betting you probably took a picture of whatever her face was and you had to crop it in, so that's why it ended up being lower quality. But you can also offset that by having higher quality text. Presentation, work on that a little bit. Descriptions get easier because it's a lot of writing. Quality audio and visual is pretty good. Only things I would improve was, I guess, just maybe because like the whole thing about commentary channels is the audio. That's literally 90% of it. And then maybe higher quality 1080p gameplay. And I guess just maybe like some sound dampeners. So I know it's like comedy. I can't watch the whole thing. It's more of just like this is what I literally see in the first like 30 seconds. I want to watch the whole thing, but I got like more people, and I'm sure I'm gonna, as if this gets popular, I'm gonna probably have like 50 videos that I gotta do, and I want to spend all of my time critiquing it as hard as and fast as I can right at the beginning, because that's literally when you watch people who view your stuff, like 80% just drop off in the first 15 seconds. So that's literally the 15 seconds, and the first view is always literally the most important part about it. Because you've got the Blue Yeti, the best thing I would suggest is maybe like if you have a way to like close your door, or whatever, if you're able to get into like a closet or something with like a lot of like fabric around you, you can dampen all of that reverb, and it like literally it's insane how much higher quality mic audios you can make. Like laptop audio sounds so much better by literally just sitting in a closet, and compared to $1,000 mic if it's out like in the wind. It's like the area you're recording is literally just as important as the actual microphone as you're recording with. So maybe, I guess, because there's a little bit of reverb I can hear in like that sign of like that kind of empty room I heard from the mic. And even if you've got like a Blue Yeti, like, or Blue Snowball is what you had said, it's pretty good. Maybe just work on improving the area where you record using sound damp. I don't know how to spell thirst. All right, content. I wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but it's pretty interesting idea. I've seen these, but there's other YouTubes that do this kind of stuff. There's quite a lot, but it's definitely an interesting concept. I'll give you a 2 out of 3. Yeah, I was in it. You talked about how the jokes are. I'll give you the 3 out of 3 just because I'm not watching the whole thing. But I would just say most definitely work on the other 2. Because 1080p 60, here, let me put that down as well. 1080p 60 gameplay looks clean. Then it's way better, more easier to watch. Because if it's 720p on like your phone is something, but if you're watching it on a big screen, it's a nice to have that higher quality. So your score is gonna be, it's gonna be a 6, which is not bad. So that's not bad because you're 2/3 of the way there. You just need to work on your description, and your thumbnails definitely need to be a little bit better, and then you're just gold. I hope you're able to learn something from this. Let me check out your channel a little bit more. Yeah, I guess it depends. Like here you've got text, but again, this is very blank thumbnails. There's what I would have, because that's the thing, is I make judgments based off of the thumbnail, and that's what most people do. You think, because if I see a really good thumbnail, I rarely ever just click read the title. I usually read the title as I clicked on the video. I'm like, oh, what is this video actually about? So having really good titles and thumbnails are literally like 90%. You've also got, well, that's because of the one dislike, but that's just how that is. You'll have one person that dislikes your videos. I hope you're able to get a little bit out of this, have a little bit of fun while we're at it. Alrighty, let's see the next person. Whoops. Oh dear. Let me go back. Here, I'll just go to my account and then click on my post. That'll be easier. Okay. Boom did his, Boom did yours. There are no new posts. Huh. I need more content to review. Heck, if you're still here, until I get another comment, I will.
My name is
assess
Riley.
it.
I'm 25 years old. I live outside of Buffalo, New York, and I'm addicted to being an adult baby.
So this is what it's fucking come to. Well lads, what's the crack? Before we start this video, I just want to quickly plug the Discord. Over there, I'll put up like video ideas I have and shit, and you can give me video ideas. It's serious to be fucking normal, lads. But today, I found something 10 times better. Addicted to living as an adult baby.
So, okay, so if you're still here, we look at their thumbnail, you've got a little bit more contrast where you've just got the one picture. They've got sort of a close-up and a distance shot, because someone wearing a binky is one thing, but it's showing them like actively participating. Hopefully you're still around. And that's just one thing to compare to your thumbnail. Is they got multiple layers. They got like their name, depending on how famous you are, depends. But that's just one thing. See if we got hopefully another comment. My voice is getting hoarse. I don't do too many streams since the last time. Looks like you got a new video. Other than that, hopefully I was able to help you out a bit. I'm gonna move on to this next one. So here's another thing. It's an unpopular opinion review. So you're giving me the title. So don't give me the title. I asked for that in the thing. But here we go. Before we start again, let's see. So one big unpopular opinion. TMC Devil May Cry review 8 years on. It's a big title. I don't know, some people put in the names and stuff or where they reviewed it. I don't know about that too much. You've also got a pinned comment. That's always good. That's pretty good. Description looks pretty decent. You've got the game that you're playing showing off the game. Got a little description. Cool. You got little links down here. That's cool. Alrighty, and check out this thumbnail. Nice high quality thumbnail, especially because of how large the canvas is. Your rotoscoping's a little weird, unless you're trying to go for that rough style. But you can tell that the difference between here and here, this is really rough and jagged, and then you've kind of got this smoother outline, which is a little contrasting. It's a little weird, but sensational. So you can always, I guess, if people, this will only bring in people that know about the game. If you're trying to bring in more people that outside of the group, then that's not going to do too much for them. I don't know too much about Devil May Cry. I haven't played the games, but it's definitely an interesting thumbnail. You got a clean background, looks nice. You got stylized text that looks really good. And then here, so let's watch the first 15 seconds of the video.
Let me tell you a story. As I close out my cinematic experience episodes for DMC Devil May Cry, check that out, please do, I thought I'd talk
So wait, hold on.
about the...
What were you...
Let
Okay.
me tell you a story. As I close out my cinematic experience episodes for DMC Devil May Cry, check...
Okay, so cinematic series episodes. I guess it's interesting. Because you're linking something, you're linking a series. But what would be cool is if you actually showed like images of the series. Like if you had a playlist, you can show all these videos that you've been doing for the cinematic series, versus just kind of having kind of B-roll in the background. And that's one thing you could definitely improve on, like showing me you've got this big cinematic series with all the thumbnails. That'd be pretty cool, versus just it's a link in the description.
Check that out, please do. I thought I'd talk about the game itself and give my review for what is considered to be one of, if not the worst entry.
So I can already tell, like you've done your audio work. It sounds really good, high quality. Let's check out. So it's only 720p. One thing is I always suggest you don't render out in 720p if you can, because if you can go to 1080, YouTube gives you much higher bit rate, especially if you're going to 4K. That's why most of my videos are rendered in 4K, even if the quality isn't true 4K, like for my cinematic series, which I'm not promoting. But you get a higher bit rate, it's higher quality, and that's just one thing, is improvement on the video quality itself. Is just maybe 1080p, even if you're not the actual video images aren't 1080p.
In the whole.
But then you don't also want to lie, because if you then it doesn't matter for 30 to 60 FPS imaging. That doesn't matter. It's the resolution where you give more bit rate, especially if you go to 4K. But then don't lie about it being 4K.
Of the Devil May Cry series. Now, I recently made time to get back to playing this game after not having played it since its initial release in 2013.
And that's another thing, is you're talking about a video. It's a video game, and it's an old video game. Like if you're gonna have a lot less views, because there's gonna be a lot less people coming back to play it. And another thing in the thumbnail is you're talking about a video game in the series. But if this is the Devil May Cry is the series it's called, I guess you're not really. The whole point of the video is that you're like talking about an unpopular opinion that you have, and you could be like like the idea of like something that's really good is interesting and positive for like a content. But if you want to like the controversy is like peak. If you want to like, so if it was like controversial opinion, the worst game in the series. If you want to like point those things out, like negativity, people love negativity. It's like, that's just the thing. People love their negativity, versus just like, this is a really great game, versus like, this was a terrible game, but here's why I still love it. And that's one thing. We'll watch a little bit more. Here we go.
This time, I had everything at my disposal with 2015's Definitive Edition re-release. And I can tell you right now that absolutely nothing has faltered in terms of my personal enjoyment with this entry in the series. In fact, I'm probably having even more fun with the game in 2021 than I ever had before. Unfortunately, this game has its share of controversy, and while these blemishes, shall we say, have been addressed many times before, I'd like to briefly address some of these myself and give my 2 cents before I go balls deep into this review. Now,
So cool. You got 1 minute. We're 1 minute in, and you've already got so the whole. It's gonna be a review, but that's another thing is by the time like at 1 minute, like 90% of the people that are watching this video, it's like 18 minutes long. It's really long. Most people are just gonna drop off. So that's one thing you got to recognize, and that's why I love timestamps. Timestamps are like my baby for all my videos. I love timestamps because like if you have the introduction, the plug, you've got your different aspects of the game that you want to point out and all these different little things. You having timestamps is like so important because if you can see that it's just one long 18-minute video and somebody's only watched the first 30 seconds, they're like, okay, well, this is gonna be how the whole rest of the video is. And if the first 30 seconds isn't amazing, and it's kind of just talking about what you're talking, which is the hook, you're gonna hook them in, but you want to make sure that if you can't hook them in, like you just gotta like if you're just gonna notice the people are gonna see the time, they're gonna drop off. Being able to have timestamps where you can see the video progressing and getting more in depth into different concepts of the game and all of that going on. It definitely helps because I know like a lot of people, I have like longer 20-minute videos as well, and being able to have timestamps where people can kind of jump. You'll see that a lot of people will drop off at the beginning, but you'll see spikes towards the end as more people want to get like to the end of the video or to different sections of the video. I can't really, the score is 19 out of 100. It's okay. But, yeah, you got a little pinned comment. It's pretty big. So, you might want to like shorten this down, and then you can also use the pinned comment because a lot of people don't read the descriptions, but the descriptions are still great if they're detailed and all of that, because then you're able to actually, get the tags in, because you'll see a lot of people will just throw in tags. And that's not good. You want to actually be descriptions, links. And another thing for when you're pinned comment is you got like, it's all separated out. If you literally just like description of the video, hope you enjoyed, what did you think, or just ask like a question to get people to comment, which will boost your analytics. And then like maybe a link to your Discord or to your Twitch or whatever to get people to come back and watch your videos. And that's pretty good. Good high quality thumbnail. It's a little bit contrasting and in general pretty decent from the quality aspect other than just 1080p. All right, time for the review. Let's see. I like my little rule of 9. And if you want to make sure, if you're for the 2 people watching me, comment and I'll be able to take your feedback as my own reviews as well. Okay. So my rule of 9, yes, it is a Lord of the Rings reference. Presentation, pretty good. You got a little post down here. You got here. Thumbnail's decent, but you could probably definitely go into the controversy of how the game could be, how the game is like hated, but then why you still like it. So definitely pretty good. I'll give you a 3 out of 3. You can improve on, I guess, the thumbnail a little bit. Thumbnail can a bit more precise. I don't know how to spell. I'm sorry. Precise. And about the controversy. And the title shortened, because you want to get that, like, even if they're like if they're on the edge, like, should I watch this video? Cool. If you're interested, like if you're like on the edge, like, should I watch this video, and you check the title and it's like super long, it's gonna get cut off. Especially like if you're watching on like your phone, is a lot of the end of the title is gonna get cut off by the because it's too long, and they might just be like, oh, why? Well, why? Because and then that's one thing. Audio quality, pretty good. Audio great. Audio and speech is great. Your commentary is very good. Only thing was improve on is 1080p is the standard And that's what I would most definitely improve on, is uploading in 1080p. Even if you're not able to render out or get the footage in 1080, still being able to upload in 1080 is still much better. And because then you get the HD versus the kind of just grayed out gear icon content. It's not something I'm interested in, but it's definitely, you're talking about, it's not just a Minecraft Let's Play. You're discussing about a game that you're very passionate about, and a lot of people will probably be interested in that. It's just not my thing because I haven't played the game. The one thing I would definitely improve on is just presentation. It's really good, but the thumbnail needs to be improved a little bit more, like more in the controversy and how this is like the most hated game, but then how you still think it's really great. You just need to improve on getting people to watch this video in the first place. Great content idea, just need to work on getting people to watch it. Since it's an old game, there will be less traffic. Other than that, pretty good. You get an 8 out of 10. Definitely improve on the video quality. That's just the thing. It's 1080p standard. Use 1080p. Please use it. And then also, actually, I'm going to drop you down because I forgot. You got to do timestamps, please. Timestamps for videos. 1 minute plus. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you have a good time. So that'll knock you down to 7. Still pretty good. You're almost there. Just like, that's the thing. You got to keep up the content quality. Very good. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And then it looks like we got a new notification. Let's see. Righty. Didn't I just post to you? What's this from? Cool. There we go. Alrighty. So I stop putting in disclaimers, please. Just like put in the YouTube link and then like do : focus on the thumbnail or focus on the audio quality and like what do you think? How should I improve and so on. Because this is a disclaimer. I make gaming videos, and you're disclaiming, oh, this is what I do, and you're basically saying a title. Watch experience. So I'm not going to be able to get to watch the whole thing. I'll watch as much as I can until the next post or a comment comes in. Interesting. So you have a big disclaimer, but let's see. Which roguelite or roguelike is for you? Hades or you should do versus, because controversy is great. You're just like, you have to pick between the two. You're comparing them and so on. Interesting thumbnail. I would put in text because some people are against text, but I always like being able to read the thumbnail and be able to see. I don't see just 2 characters on the screen. I'm like, oh, I've seen this character before, but like, why? What is this video about? Because I rarely ever read the title of the video. So if you can have like a big text, comparing roguelikes, which ones, yeah, like roguelikes or whatever. I don't know exactly what you put, but like as an example, having text, like just what the video is about, explaining it. This is an interesting introduction. Let's see how long it is. But first, actually, let's go to the description. Thank you for timestamps. Thank you very much. They're pretty sparse, but just having them is great in the first place. It's a 7-minute long video. Well, it's like almost 7 minutes long. That's pretty good. Lore, that's pretty good. I wonder, do you have a closer? Because that's another thing, is this just all lore and then the video just cuts off right at the end? Or do you have a closer? Like sometimes people don't like having closers because then it's like, oh, the video's over, go watch something else. But like having the closer where you can nail your points is great. Your introduction is a minute long. It should be like less than 30 seconds if you can manage it, if you can at all. Interesting. So about the game, in this video, I reviewed Dead Cells by Motion Twin and Hades. As someone who thinks, so the video is about why which kind of roguelike is for you. So in the description, if you could talk about like the comparison, you're making a comparison, right? So you're going to be contrast and compare the advantages and disadvantages of these games. It's not just a review, right? Unless it's just a review. And also puts the timestamps below. And then I wouldn't really talk about the games too much. You're just going to be talking about like the formats of the videos, but it does help the algorithm because you're putting in more words about these games. So that's pretty good. I never really cared about the little tags at the end. You got a little pinned comments. It's a bit short. It's like if you're a big YouTuber, there's one thing you could do is like just post a comment and then you're like, but then follow me on my Twitter. And that's one thing is like a lot of people, they don't ever see, they'll just see this. They don't even read it. They'll go maybe down, like if they have a grievance against your video, they'll go to your comments down in the below and then they'll see your pinned comment. And then if you want to like link them to another video or if you're in a series, that's one great thing versus just, this is my opinion, I hope you like the video or whatever. If you're like, what do you think? You can always ask a question. Like that's good. Asking a question is great. But being able to link people down there because most people aren't going to read the description. So now that we've talked about this a whole lot, let's actually talk about, let's actually watch the video.
So, it's 2021.
So that's one thing is you're putting this whole title.
So,
and it's only 2.5 seconds long. That could be a little annoying just because you've got like a whole lot of words in the front. You're making fun of the ratings association or whatever that does these or for games or whatever. It's just it's a meme, sure, but it's interesting. You've also got your Twitch plug there, which is fine, and then a random
it's
image.
2021 and you're thinking to give the roguelite genre a chance. Perhaps you're tired of...
So that's pretty interesting. You did a little tracking on the beginning. It definitely catches your eye. It makes it interesting. You're uploading 1080p 60. Some of the footage is
playing the
not
same game
1080p
over and over
60.
again, or you are just taking a break.
Like this. This is just a regular. I haven't changed it. It's
regardless.
This is very low. Like this is really low quality. You can't even. I'm sure you can find other footage of people smashing in their keyboards or whatever. This is just a green blob, and what looks to be like a painting and a wall at the desk. You can't see what's going on in this image.
Yes, I'm here to help you choose. When one thinks about
and then you go back to this pretty high quality, interesting text. It's not just like the Comic Sans like default from like whatever generic software you're using. It's pretty good in that way. I got 100 views, 10 likes. That's pretty good already.
Past 5 years, 2 titles dominate most conversations. Here to help you choose. When one thinks about the roguelite genre within the past 5 years, 2 titles.
The title is a little bit fast, so that's one thing. Is like I'm doing subtitles for a film edit, and the title needs to be a little bit longer than the actual what you're saying, because it's especially if people are doing captions, it's much harder for them to actually read it, especially if it's as fast, because a lot of people can't read as fast as we speak at the moment. So having them up for a little bit longer, and then maybe they're pretty big, they take up the whole screen, but that's just a personal view, I guess.
Dominate most conversations. Hades and Dead Cells. Both are...
So another thing is when you show off these games, especially on mobile, it's gonna be pretty small. Like if you can have like in your thumbnail, like if you got the thumbnail for Hades / versus
Dead Cells.
Dead Cells, especially like if you just cut them in half and have the names and the titles and then fill up the whole screen, it's definitely going to be much more interesting to look at for just an editing standpoint versus you've got the background of strolling through the Steam page, whatever. And then you've got some in-betweens, which is pretty nice. But I want to listen to your audio quality right now.
Titles that have reached even the ears of non-conventional indie or rogue players. I mean, Hades alone was nominated for 15 awards in 2020, winning 4 of them, while Dead Cells was nominated for 7 during 2018 and 2019, winning 2.
The best action games is
Audio quality is pretty high. There's and then you might be trying to mask out some of the noise with the music in the background, but the little lo-fi, I think that's what it's called. I don't know, but the lo-fi pop or whatever the is in the background is a nice touch as well. It keeps the video quality and the tempo going. But the introduction, so
is Dead Cells.
In this video, I will not discuss which game is better, but rather I will help you.
Okay, so you're not doing a comparison. So that's something interesting. You're not comparing. Oh, I'm going to get sore throat from this. You're not comparing the two of them. That's something interesting. So it's Hades or Dead Cells. But so I guess, I don't know, because that's another thing is like here, if you're going to be talking about these two, being able to contrast and compare, and it's really it's much more stimulating and interesting, especially if you're talking like when you're writing an essay, a comparative essay, are much more interesting than just here's two things that I like, and whether or not you should choose, you should be comparing them, like talking about the differences and the focuses. Your editing is pretty good. It's a lot of cuts. You're just cutting between two different footage, which is fine, but
you choose the one you, as the player, will vibe the most with. Both titles.
So like another cool thing, just to make it maybe a little bit more visually interesting, is not to do just cuts. Hey Luigi. But also have like, especially because you got this like shake animation for text. I've seen a lot of videos by people that use that kind of style, and they're much more animated with their video files. And that's something you can just do. I think like Nerdstalgic kind of has this kind of style where he puts up text for his bullet points, and then he's kind of got these like really cool animations. And even if the videos aren't different topics, it's just really something cool and interesting to see. Is like instead of just cut.
Are amazing, and they both excel in their own way, so it's almost impossible to choose one as a better game. Nevertheless, despite both games being under the same genre, they are quite different, thus
and that's another thing too, is like if you're trying to get like because that's the number one thing about if you're under 1,000 subs, it's just getting people to watch your video. And that's one of the big things is like you want to focus on controversy. You want to be like, this game is better. Which game is better? Especially if there's people that are looking at the roguelike genre and they're going, oh, like, if should I go for this one or for this one? And then talking about all of that. Let's see. Level design. So I'm going to look here at I'm not going to finish the whole video. I'll talk a little bit more and do my little review. What I'm thinking of, like as someone who doesn't play roguelike games, what are roguelikes and roguelites? Like if you don't know, like it'd have a little, not like like just what are these games, trying to explain. If I just come across this video, like if this video gets 1 million views, there's going to be a lot of people that are just like, wait, what are these? What is a roguelike? And then you talk about level design, challenge, and you can also do art styles. The different styles of the game, different gameplay mechanics, because there's of course like level design, but talk about many different times of yeah. And then there's another thing, accents are always good, like Little Luigi talked about. But like going to like this point after point after point, because you don't want to stick on a one point for too long, otherwise people will get bored. and that's why the lore section could be a big problem, because if you're trying to decide which game to buy, lore is very, very rarely an actual point why people buy games. Like some people do, some people really like the lore, but people tend to focus more on, is the game fun? Is the mechanics interesting and compelling? And that's what most people want to focus on in the main points. So I'm gonna do the review now. Let's see. All right. Talk about presentation thumbnails. Pretty good thumbnail, but it's a little blank. 2 out of 3. Description pretty decent. It's not just a meme. You got timestamps. Thank you. You have timestamps. You get +1 point for timestamps. Here, +1 for timestamps, but they can still be improved. And so more can be more, I guess, detailed. Kind of vague, but thumbnail needs text because I just skim over and likely not read the title. That's one thing. You gotta have good, compelling thumbnails, because I rarely ever look at the title, and that's a problem, but I'll deal with it. Quality, audio and visual. You rendered out in 1080p. Your voice sounds really good, pretty clear. You got nice music playing in the background. 3 out of 3, pretty good. Only thing it's just really good. Only improvements is more interesting transitions and video elements, because you had in the beginning, you had this really cool like VFX thing where you had tracking text and people trying to decide like this. Maybe you would put, instead of the Dead Cells, you'll put like, because that's just a name, you'd put like an image of Dead Cells, and because it's just a little bit more interesting, I guess, than just the text. And that'd be my biggest improvement for that. And just more interesting transitions, contents, roguelikes, which the roguelike is for you. It's a comparative video, but then you say it's not a comparative video. And then that's the only thing I would improve on, is getting to your points faster. Yeah, granted, I only watched like 60 seconds of it, but and having an outline, because if you're going to be talking about all these different aspects, being able to, like, in the first 30 seconds, explain, all right, I'm going to talk about what roguelikes are. I'm going to talk about the gameplay, the level design, the actual challenge rating of the games. And then if you want to throw in some lore, or if you want to throw in some, like, I guess, memes, I don't know, in the end. But having an outline inside the video of like text, just bullet point, not like a full wall of text, but like a bullet point of just like what are you going to talk about in the video within the first like 30 seconds. Really good content. It's probably not an original idea. I'm sure that people have already compared these before. And those of you watching the stream, if there's any problems, just tell me. I want more contrasting and comparing, which is better, because controversy sells. Because controversy sells. Total. So you got a, what was it, 7 out of 9. Good job. Alrighty. So let's refresh the page and see what we got next. If we have any next videos, and if not, you guys can submit me some here on the stream or recommend. Thank you for doing this. This is stream friendly and around. All right, so the post is catching up, so I'm probably gonna have to get faster. Alrighty. It is stream friendly and about 4.5 minutes long. The category is gaming. So that's another disclaimer. You're disclaiming that it is gaming. I don't need to know this. If I click on the video and I see the title and it's like gaming, then I should know. There's no reason for you to disclaim this. It should already, that's the thing, is clarity. If I click on a video, it's because I know what I'm going to see and I want to be intrigued and entertained because it's an interesting concept. But if you're just like, I should know that when I click the thumbnail versus because I'm not going to read the titles. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to look at the thumbnail and I'll be like, is this an interesting video I want to watch? And if it's interesting, I'll go like, okay, what is the title? All right, let's see this.
All right.
And before okay, that was first 1 second. He's like, all right. Let's see. I speedrun Park Fury on cool math games and crashed multiple times. You got the little timestamp, but then it's just there's no text. If I were to look at this and just the thumbnail, I don't know what game this is. Yeah, like because there's a lot of Flash games and stuff like that. If I look at this, I'm like, what game is this? I don't know. Like if it's something like Mario, then it's like, okay, it's Mario. Or if it's like Minecraft, then I know it's Minecraft. But if this video, it looks like a more like, sure, it could be popular, but in your circles. But when I see this text, I don't know what the video is about. I just know that it's a game about cars. And then there's the speed. But if you actually show like the cars crashing and then like a title of a speed run of this game, and that's another thing about speed runs is if it's for, unless you're like really good at speed running and you're in the top percentages and you can go start putting in world record or country, or like if you could put in records, then that's interesting because then I'm like, okay, this person's actually skilled at doing this game. Other than that, that's the biggest problem is, sure, you play a video game and you crash a few times. It's not too interesting of a concept. Unless you're actually really good, unless you're able to turn it into a meme. That's the problem too, is because if you do meme videos, you need to get people to watch them to enjoy them. Otherwise, it's a speed run that just falls into the chasm of the YouTube algorithm. Let's check out the description. So you got no links. You don't have like a Discord or a Twitter or a Twitch. That's one thing. No comments. Like, sure, you put 1 like on your video, which will help a little bit, but having a posted comments is much better as well, because then you're able to relay the posted comment on lower end videos with lower views. Should be a super short description, a question for getting people who don't just say, what do you think about this video? You want to actually talk, try something a little bit more interesting and engaging of a question versus just, what do you think? Or what do you want to see next? See if you can find like something within the game, or maybe the niche, whatever you're doing, and ask like an interesting question that like people are like, I don't know, like, because I do Destiny, it's like, if you had to give up Destiny 1 or Destiny 2, which one would you do? And that would be like, that's something like they have something to lose or something to gain, and they think, it brings out their opinion about the game, and then they want to comment, and the more comments you get, the more YouTube is like, okay, I could start showing this video to more people. So that's one thing, is no posted comments, no timestamps. All right.
Right, hello. Today we are playing Parking Fury. I'm going to be speedrunning the first 5 levels. As you can see, I've already tried out the first level. Let's get right into this. As soon as I move it.
So that's it. It's already 10 seconds in. You've got the concept down. You've got all that down. It's really good. But the biggest thing is just Like, it's just a speed run of a game. Like, why should I watch this speed run versus somebody else's speed run? Or why don't I just go play the game myself? And that was just one thing I would also just say is, like, you got to add something on top. It's not just a speed run. It's not just a Minecraft video. It's not just a Fortnite video. It's something on top of that. And even then, sometimes you just can't get into the niche, which is another problem. Let's watch a few more seconds of this.
It starts. First level. Easy. Nothing too hard. Why is this car so junky, man? That's good enough.
Okay, I guess you got like an audio clip in there. It's a little interesting, but you're just playing a game, which is like there's what difference is this to a let's play? It's literally just a let's play, but you've got a timestamp up in the top left corner. That's just one thing I want to comment on. When I go to do my critique right now, you're gonna feel the pain. Yeah, it's only 4 minutes long, but and that's another thing, I guess, is this, so for the timing, this says 6. Is that for 6 minutes, 54 seconds, and then this is milliseconds? I guess that's an interesting hook, is the video is only 4 minutes long, but then you've got this, so it's like, I guess that's an interesting hook, I guess, pulling on straws here. And then also here for your vidIQ score, it's a 9, so that means you're not putting in, your descriptions are like kind of meh, and then you're not doing tags. Tags, like, people don't talk about tags very much, but then it's still like you still put them in, because when people search up the video, it makes it so that if they search the video, you're more likely to get recommended if they put in the same words, but it's like worded differently, which is one thing. It's like, it's not too much, but it's definitely something to get the help. It helps a tiny little bit. Let's do the review. I'm gonna be a little harsh on this, especially because it's a little let's play. Alrighty, presentation, meh. Do I want to give my first? It's not terribly terrible. I'll give it a 1. Thumbnail is uninteresting. Why? Thumbnail is uninteresting and doesn't explain what the video is about. I guess enough is I don't want to put too much down, but let's just say it's not, there's not enough. And then description, no pinned comments, and no links to other media. That's another thing, is like, if you want people to come back to watch your videos, just hoping that they click the subscribe button is all that you had on that video. And even then, like, YouTube doesn't suggest videos anymore, so that's one thing you got to watch out for. Quality, it's in 1080p 60, that's fine, but oh yeah, no timestamps. Do I do 0? There's no timestamps. Thumbnail is kind of meh, it's just a speed run. No pin comment, I'm gonna do 0. There's no timestamps. I love my timestamps. And no timestamps. I'm sorry, buddy, but I gotta. Oof, there's no timestamps. I gotta make. There's just some little things you gotta improve on. Maybe a bit more editing, but other than that, quality audio. So let me listen to your audio again.
Come on. You're telling me this junky car has to park perfectly?
Audio, video quality. Is this? This is 4:3. Wait. It's 4:3 in the. What? It's a 4:3 video and a 16 by. Why? just upload it 4:3 or crop it or do, like, you just got these massive, ugly black bars. I don't like that. No, don't do that. Ugh. Okay. Other than that, Good audio. Good. It's 1080p. But why is it 16 by 9 of a 4 by 3 game? Crop it or render in the native ratio. So I think you don't even have, like, if you had, that's like one excuse. It's like, oh, you got to put the whatever, the timer in the corner. It's in the video like this. So I don't know. I guess okay. Just crop it to render content. I'm gonna do one. I'm not gonna be too harsh on him like I was for the presentation, but why should I watch this over literally any other play through of this game? That's what you gotta ask yourself, especially you gotta convey that in like the first 30 seconds of why in the first 60 seconds, all I came away with is that it is just a timed let's play. Total. Ouch. 3. Work on descriptions. Thumbnail. Work on descriptions. Thumbnail. More interesting concepts versus just another let's play. And there's nothing wrong with let's plays. It's just getting people to watch them. That's the big thing, is let's plays aren't a thing on YouTube anymore. It's just so much harder to get in, especially because a lot of these games are really old. And if you want to get into the let's plays, build up other content first so you can get an audience to come and watch your let's plays in the first play. Alrighty. Sorry I'd be so harsh. It's just, and I hope you're watching it too, is if you're watching this and you're ready for me to come review your video, just say hey. Oh boy, the views are gonna start stacking up. Alrighty, thank you for doing this. I think I just reviewed that one, right? It's a little reroll. Alrighty, I'm curious to see how you rate my videos. So I'm just doing the one video. I'm not even doing the full video because I gotta talk to more people, but I'm talking about the early part of the video. Alrighty. Oh, whoops, not reply just yet, but let's go here.
So you just started playing Project Zomboid, but you...
Did I pause? Okay, thank you. Interesting. All right, it's a pretty high quality thumbnail. You got colors, contrast looks good. You got the title. It's the spacing this looks like something like a big YouTuber would make. Like, honestly, it's pretty good. You've got the slash, and then you've got gameplay of the footage of the gameplay, and that's a really good thumbnail. Like, if people look up Project Zomboid tips for beginners, and they see this, I'm sure that a lot of people are going to click on this. It looks pretty good, but I'm sure that there's probably, unless it's a niche game, there's probably going to be other similar thumbnails to this. Just saying. 1080, it's a good high quality thumbnail. VidIQ, that's higher than my VidIQ score. I don't know how you do that, but all right. Project Zomboid, 12 beginner tips I wish I knew when I started playing. That's pretty good. Pretty good. The biggest thing is just you're going to have trouble trying to recommend this to people because there's probably other people that have done it before. And that's the one thing, is if you make the same video as someone with more views, unless you do something different, it's just going to fall out, because YouTube's just going to recommend that one video and they're going to see yours, and it's just going to be like, even if the video itself is entirely different, they see the same title and the thumbnails aren't contrasting enough, and so it's just not going to get recommended to enough people is what's going to happen essentially. Right. Title looks pretty good. Looks like pretty high quality, very high quality thumbnail. Right. And you got 7,000 subscribers. How do you only have, unless you just posted this. Oh, you posted it today. Okay. I'm like, why doesn't it have more views? You have 7,000 subscribers. Jeez. Cool. I want a little bit more describing. Here are 12 beginner tips that I wish I knew before I start. You just pasted the title into the description. I want a little bit more, like talking about the tips themselves. Maybe that, like not just the whole description of like the basically the whole video, but like something a bit more. You got links to other channels. That's very good. Steam, that's fine. I would post a pinned comment. I always do pinned comments if I can. It basically just makes it so that it looks like you can ask people a question, because most of the time people aren't going to look at the description. So you can have your post comment. It should be like a minimized description. It should have a question that people like, that you're asking the community, and it should be something controversial that gets people opinions going, not just what do you want me to do next, or what do you think about the video, because nobody's going to reply to those. I've known from experience on a video that's got like 7,000 views and people don't answer those questions. And then video tags, you got a lot of them. That's pretty good. Yeah, pin comment, definitely. And then you can also use the pin comment to link to whatever, so you can talk to other people. Cool. All right, so let's actually watch the video. I know I take 10-15 minutes to just get to the video. Jeez.
Most likely died quite quickly. I feel you, because I died a few times as well. Okay, maybe a lot. But I've learned some new things as well. So, hi, I'm Epoch from Indie Game Guides, and these are my 12 tips for Project Zomboid.
Okay, so one thing I've always had a little pet peeve of is while watching these videos is they do the introduction and then they have some sort of like fancy thing play after it. What I like much more is while you're saying these, like, my name is DJ, and you have the titles coming up and then playing them while you're saying that, because then it's actually, you just get to it faster versus
some new things as well.
I want to time it. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Epoch from Indie Game Guides, and these are my 12 tips for Project Zomboid.
So that's actually really good. You've already gotten to your points in 15 seconds. That's really good. It's not like 30 minutes into the videos and you're not plugging things. Random plugging things is good, but I tend to do if you just spend a whole minute, you got to plug like a necessary amount. But let's see.
Zomboid.
So it's a pretty long introduction. Like, it's not long. It's not like 30 seconds long. But and then the audio is kind of a little strange. Like, it's got this staticky audio, but it really clashes with your very like soft way of speaking, and just being able to have that right at the beginning, just play over it, and then you're right into it, versus having because I think that was about like a 7-second introduction. It's just, I guess it's okay, but man, like because you're losing a whole 7 seconds of like just getting right into it and talking about that 7 seconds. People are just like, just click off to that. Like, because that's the thing is, like, if I see like this 10-15 second introduction with no audio or you speaking or getting to your points, I'm going to just be like, maybe watch some other videos while he's talking about that. And then it only takes like 3 seconds to go check and click on another video that's more interesting. Like, even if I clicked on this in the first place, it's like, maybe I could find a similar video that's just more interesting and gets to the point. That's the thing, is you don't want empty space unless you're trying to emphasize that empty space. Well, let's talk about a little bit more, get more on the audio. Let's see.
First off, watch TV whenever you can. During the first 9 in-game days of your playthrough, there will be educational shows at fixed times that will increase certain skills by merely...
And then timestamps, please. It's a list video, 12 beginner tips. Please. Timestamps, come on. Gosh. Because then it's like, because it's a 7-minute long video, it's not too long, but still, list videos, it's even easier because you literally just watch TV. Is so you got your introduction, your title, which your title card, which is your sort of animation that plays. I wouldn't have those in mind, but and then you got your boom first point, and then you can talk about those, because the point is, like, if you have the timestamps and you're worried about people just looking at the timestamps and going, oh, that's what I should do, that's a problem. Because the thing is when you have a point, you should go more in depth into why, and explaining why they should do this versus just do this, do this, do this. And so that's the one thing about the titles, is you don't have to worry about them doing that too much, unless you're just like bullet pointing, like watch TV, or the next point, and then the next point, and then the next point. And you should go detailed, explain why you should do these things and so on, which I'm sure you do in the video. But I'm going to get onto some of the other things, and I'm going to do my little post here of it right here. Alrighty. My rule of 9 presentation. Boom, it's really good. I would do 2 out of 3 things you would prove. Pinned comments with an interesting question, and more descriptive, description and time stamps, please. Otherwise, it's pretty decent. The thumbnails looks really good. Quality. I'm gonna give it a 2. Audio is good from what I've heard, but the little I guess the little animation or the name animation is off-putting. Then what else did I want to say? And then maybe having text in the video would also be really good, just to give people more points. You do have them, but it's really it's really limited. Like Watch Mojo, I don't know, whatever they do. They have the little thing pop up in the corner for each point, which is good. It looks good, but other than that, maybe add more text to emphasize things. What you want the viewer to focus on and read, because if you get them reading, then they're more interested in the video. Content, yeah, it's really good. I'm sure if you are able to differentiate your video from all of the other 12 tips for this game, it will perform better. And that's the thing, is like the getting people to watch your videos is like number one, because if you get people to watch your videos, sure, a lot of them are going to drop off. And then, so half of it is getting people to click on it. The other half is being able to keep people to keep watching it. And then there's like another 10% off the end, which is getting people to watch your next content, which is another thing. Because getting people to subscribe is great, I guess it's fine. But the biggest thing is like, get them to watch your content, because YouTube stops promoting your content anymore. And that's the biggest problem, is because your subs don't really matter anymore if you can't get people to just keep watching your content. So if you have a Discord and you can interact with them on that, that's the biggest thing. Looks like you've got a 7 out of 9. Pretty good, pretty decent. Only thing I'd work on is maybe better description, pinned comment. Animation at the beginning is 7 seconds long, which isn't long, but it's still just I guess. I've never really liked them. If you can have them come in while you're speaking, then it doesn't take away from what you're watching, versus just a cutout and it's like, here, watch this thing in my channel. And I don't even remember what the channel name is. Like, that's just the thing. I like, if you asked me what was the name of the channel, I'm like, I don't know, because I don't pay it. While I'm watching these, I'm interested in the contents. And if you're able to sneak in your name in there and get people to come back and sub, then that's one thing. But having the 7-second long animation of your title, it's just not memorable. Alrighty. Gosh, these take forever. Man. If only I could just like type it out and be like, just leave and then get stuff. I still only has one upvote though. That's one thing. Oh well. Alrighty. Let's see, going down the list. Boom, boom. If you could look at my stuff, started posting about a month ago. Cool, let's check it out. I always love interesting intros. Like, but you need a little bit more wind up. You're kind of you just have like the stamp on the ground. Maybe just like being just being ridiculous or just like that. I don't know. What the heck is this thumbnail? You're putting a Nokia and mashed potatoes. Or is it Nokia versus mashed potatoes? Wait, mashed potatoes made with Nokia. Okay, but I don't know, why is the versus here though? And I guess if you want to be, what I would suggest is have the Nokia, you beating the potatoes with the Nokia. Like, that would be something interesting versus this kind of just black thumbnail. Nokia 33. I don't need to know what the name of the Nokia is. You've got a picture of it. That's just extra text that kind of, like, if you can't really see it on because I'm covering it. But there's letters here, and it's like, I don't know. People, when you say a Nokia, that's what people think of. They don't think of the new Nokia phones or whatever. That's one thing. Black thumbnails, very interesting, but it's a little bland. I guess it's fine. It's just kind of, it reminds me of like an older time of YouTube, and like just when black thumbnails or just white thumbnails were the thing. VidIQ score of 0. Ouch. Yikes. But you've got 1,000 views. That's not bad. That's better than most of my videos. So you're doing pretty good. 12 dislikes though. Ow. It's 1:45. But thumbnail can be worked on. I guess it's clickbaity. It's interesting. Description. It's pretty bland. Ingredient: potato, chives, Nokia. Like maybe a bit more interesting description, talking about what you're doing. Dang, the viewership keeps falling off. But okay. Yeah, and then maybe linking versus just a bunch of tags. Actually, that's the one thing. It's like, work your tags into the description, what you're talking about, and then like if people want to read it, sure they can. Because when people most people never look at a description, and if you're gonna have the description open, put like ingredients, potato and Nokia. So when even if they never show more, they're gonna see like, what the heck? Why is he putting a Nokia into a potato salad? Like, the heck? Yeah. So there's made with Nokia, and then there's interesting. You've been replying. That's pretty good. There's a lot of people who just don't reply. Pin comment, always good. Having a pin comment, but a little bit more descriptive description, and talking about linking to more of your content versus just getting people to subscribe. So now we're going to find out why it has 12 dislikes. Cool. So you're 15 seconds in, and you've already done all of your you've already gone your whole introduction through. But it's really fast. What would be probably better is having a less note cards to show up, because when you're moving them, it's a little bit harder to read. So my best advice would be that you have like reduced them. So instead of showing your channel, you can do Dark Art of Eating presents making mashed potatoes with Nokia and having that, just combining those and then having them run for the same amount of time, it's less like it's easier to read and so on. Now it would be actually perfect is if you can sync these, like the cuts, with like music or something. Like even if you don't actually play any of the music, but just having like it just like if they actually like were like to a beat, that would be like 1000 IQ play right. I don't know. It'd just be something interesting. Charmander 3000. I don't think. Is that that's not a Pokemon? I don't know.
A few moments later.
So far we're halfway through the video and no Nokia phone. So is that why? Yeah. Is that why people don't you're already halfway through the video and I have not seen a Nokia yet. Like I might have. Where's the Nokia? I want to see. Give me the Nokia. That's just one thing. It's like I came here to see you make mashed potatoes with the Nokia and I have yet to see the Nokia. It's just one thing. That's probably why there's like dislikes. There's already 45 seconds into the video. Like you can mash the potatoes with you got to figure like you're making mashed potatoes with the Nokia. Like make like if you like then just toss it in at the end and it'd be like here's mashed potatoes and a Nokia sticking outside of it. That would be perfectly leveled, and that's why I think there you go. But like you could have done that earlier. You're already halfway through the video and I've just now seen the Nokia, which is the prominent part of why I should watch this. It's like it's really good. It's like interesting content. Like if I saw this making mashed potatoes with the Nokia, I'd be like, what the heck? And then just click on it. And then I would see that you didn't make anything for like what the Nokia for like half the video. And I'd be like, this is disappointing. Other than that, it's an interesting concept, and you've got 1,000 views from it, which is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's ASMR, but I don't know what ASMR is. I don't watch it anyway. Alrighty, it is that concept is something that's definitely something I would definitely click on. Alrighty. Presentation. Let's do. There's no timestamps. I guess it's too short of a video for really timestamps. But if you've got, do 2 out of 3. Thumbnail is a bit confusing as to whether you are making it exclusively with a Nokia, and I don't need the numbers in the thumbnail, and pinned comment are great. Okay, Luigi's with no Nokia for this long, I'd probably click off. Yeah, that's the thing, is like you don't, the whole point of the video is I'm watching it because Nokia phone, mashed potatoes. I'm like, what the heck is this dude's doing? And then it's like there's no Nokia for like almost half the video. And it's just kind of like, what the heck? Like if you're making it step by step, trying to use Nokia to make it and just tossing it in at the end would make it so much better. Quality, pretty good. It's good. There's no problems other than, yeah, it's 1080p. Looks good. Lighting's also really good. You got weird wall outlets, but that's just like a nitpick. Good audio and visuals. Only thing is that there. Only thing is, I guess, the thing that I would suggest is to make the sounds kind of like a I don't know. I don't think that'll work. But hopefully if you're watching this on the stream, you'll know what I'm trying to convey. Other than that, like really good audios and visuals. Content. I'm going to do 3 minus 3 for 0. No, I won't be that harsh. 2. All right. Amazing concept. Extremely poor execution. Not enough Nokia in the first half of the video. And I really thought you would make an entire recipe only using it. Alrighty, so you got it's a 5 minus 2, so he's got a 6. 6 out of 9, not bad. Did pretty good. Improvements. If you're gonna put a no key, like if that's like a meme video, I need to see the meme. There was not enough meme in the first half of the video, and that's just like they're just making potatoes for the first half, and he's got jump cuts, and it looks cool, but like, I guess it's fine. Not enough Nokia. That's my takeaway. Take away. Not enough Nokia. All right. Cool. May not be as small as the videos as others, but feedback will always be appreciated. Alrighty. Let's see. All right, let's check out. Woo, almost 30,000. Dang. Gosh, man. Jeez, this is not a small video. Like if you're like, oh, this is bigger than the others, and then it's like, oh, it's 10,000 views. Okay, no, this is 300,000 views. My goodness. Very high quality thumbnail. Crazy Revenant hybrid trap original VLE. I don't know what VLE means, but voice line edited song. Interesting. Very good thumbnail. It's Apex Legends. I haven't played Apex Legends since it's launched, but other than that, it looks really good. Engagement rate is good. Might need some help, especially for your pinned comment. That's one thing about these really big videos. Pinned comments are everything because you can tell people to subscribe, but until they actually go down into the comments and sure, you got, but like imagine how much more engagement you would have been able to get if you're able to get, you could probably have doubled the amount of replies you got by just asking a question. Because like people, like when you ask a question, like just why should you watch this video? And if you're invested in that thing, you're gonna want to reply. And then when you reply, even if it's good or bad, YouTube's gonna be like, hey, people are talking about this video, so we're gonna show more people. So that's one thing. I want to see what the replies are to this. Cool. Well, people very much enjoy your content, and that's very cool. Forge dislike. Okay, that's a meme, but whatever. But you got 890 comments, pretty good. You're getting people to talk about your video, which is like the hardest thing, is you can come out with a really high quality video. But if nobody's talking about it, it's like, sure, people can like it and view it. Like I've got videos with like 10 likes on them and like 30 views, but like, and it's mostly just my subscribers going and watching it. But if they don't comment, then it's not going to get YouTube doesn't suggest them to new people. But let's see. Lyrics, okay, cool, because it's a song. That's what I've noticed. I don't suggest putting your tags unless because it's a high video, but putting your links to stuff in the very start. It's kind of a little bit difficult because yeah, more people see the links, but I like being able to see what the video is about, like a little bit more in-depth description about what it is before I want. Like most people aren't going to look at that, but if they do and they are actually interested in following you on your social media, they tend to. That's where you can also go into your pinned comment is like, here, I'm also on this platform, and you can go to check me out on there. Versus putting it in your description, because then it just looks like your description will be just the links versus a description, what it's talking about. Good, you got the lyrics in here. It boosts the algorithm because it's seeing more words and keywords. Instruments, but you don't actually explain what it is it looks like. You got your links, the lyrics. And so yeah, sure, I'm guessing it's a song, but a little bit more description, talk about that would be really nice. But let's actually play the video. $10 seconds and no audio. Okay. It's pretty risky to do that, but you got the views, so I guess it worked out for you. But there's no audio for how long? Jeez. And you've just got your tag, and that's the one thing about doing your titles and stuff like that is it's going to be different if you change your name. That's the thing, is if you're putting these like unremovable things in your videos, yeah, you're gonna have if people come, like if they don't actually remember your channel but they remember the video, or if it gets shared to a different website, like a lot of people will just steal your video, and if they upload this, sure, you can try to find it, but if you change your name in the future to something like completely different, it's going to be so much harder to find you. Sure, if your video is very popular on YouTube itself, it's easier. But like if your video got like 10 views and then somebody else posts it to Facebook and it's got like 5,000 views, well, like it's going to be super hard. Even if they look up the title of the video, if it's really similar to what other people have done, it's just going to get drowned, and they're just going to steal all your views from you, basically.
Welcome to the shadows. It's time to make some new friends. I like the way they scream.
I can pretty tell it's pretty good. You're doing you're editing voice clips from Apex Legends. Pretty good.
Watch and see how it's done.
You got decent quality, but I'm gonna do a ratio check on you. And that's one thing, is I kind of have a little pet peeve because I own an ultra wide monitor, which isn't the one on here, but basically you have this looks like a maybe 21:9 or like 2:1 video, and whenever you take it over to a different display, that's one thing, is you're gonna have cropped black bars in the video. You're gonna have the black bars on the bottom, and then you're also gonna have black bars on the sides where it doesn't meet the edge, especially in these ultra wide videos. And there's a problem with that because then it also lowers your resolution because it's a 1920 by 1080p, but you're cropping the black bars. So actually rendering it out on its native resolution, which is another thing, because that's when you put in video. That's for my videos, except for my one series. My Cinemax series is at 21:9, and the one problem with that is YouTube only supports end cards. And let's see, do you have an end card? Looks like you do.
Should you? Real good.
What is so you have this end card, but then you have a different end card. That's you can improve on that a bit. You've got the end card. It's fine. It works, but that's what I'm leading into is ultra wide videos do not support only 16:9 only support end cards. So if you didn't have any end cards, there would have literally been no reason for you other than to have just posted in the native resolution. It would have been higher quality, and that's the only real suggestion for the video quality wise. Other than that, it looks really good. It's getting blocked out a little bit. Audio quality looks fine, other than this kind of weird empty space at the end. That's one thing, is you've got just like loud music playing for a whole 30 seconds at the end of the video. You're just going to see all your viewership just drop off right at the end right there, especially in the beginning of the video. You've got 10 seconds of no audio. Like if you had the music like ramping up in the beginning, that would have been perfect and would have like led into the song. But it doesn't. You just have 10 seconds of your title playing, which is not really interesting to watch. Alrighty, but otherwise the concept is really good. A lot of people liked it. So let's see. Yeah, it's definitely not small. I don't know what's your definition for not as small is. Oh well. Alrighty. The critique itself. Let's see. Presentation. Excellent. For your thumbnail looks really good, which is literally probably the majority of the success of the videos. Just people saw the thumbnail and like, this is a pretty cool thumbnail. Description is good. It could be improved a little bit. And your pinned comment can be definitely improved. Alrighty. I'm going to still do 3 out of 3 though. Pretty good. Video's pretty popular, so that's just how it turns out. I'm probably peaking on OBS. I'm going to see if I could fix this a little bit. There we go. Okay. Good thumbnail. Good thumbnail. Description needs to describe the video as well. And pinned comments can be used more effectively to increase engagement. Thanks for this is an older version. I got another intro now. Oh, cool. Good tips for engagement description. Yeah. Because that's the thing, is getting people engaged is like, especially because if you got a video with like that and you got a lot of subscribers, it's way easier for you. But but still it's watching all of that. Quality, yeah, it's good. But I'm gonna you got the one, your end card saves you, but if you didn't have an end card, I would have ripped you, because I have an ultra wide monitor, and having ultra wide footage is so much nicer because it fills in the whole screen and it looks good. Otherwise it's just black bars and it's really cropped in and it looks really bad. That's the only thing I'd really improve on. And then also yeah, and then how you already said, yeah, because that's what I've taken communication classes, like you're asking, Luigi, and it's always talking about getting people to actually read your papers is the biggest thing. But quality, really good. Like it's, I don't know, it's pretty good. The whole concept's really good. I'll talk about that as well. But yeah, no, you already talked about how improved intro. 10 seconds of silence is bad. And then end cards improvements. You just got 30 seconds of just kind of blank video of just titles, blank titles at the end. And then 21:9 or 2:1 ratio to match footage. If you are willing to give up, and cards is a plus. The loud music at the end is the Steelo, the song playing music though. The song playing. Yeah. I music. I don't listen to too much music. That's just one of the things. It's funny because I play guitar. Content. People really like the content, and it's not like a video that has a bunch of views and really bad dislikes. People like this content. I don't know too much about Apex Legends other than Titanfall is a better game. Man, dang it, Respawn. Why did if Apex didn't succeed, we would have Titanfall 3 and my life would be like this much better. But other than that, people really liked it, and you did a good job of selling it to YouTube. Just really good. Your score is I'm gonna -1 just because you deserve it. No, I'm joking. -1 just because of the titles, and you can also go back into the YouTube edit and like edit that in half. So you've literally just got your introduction, and then like there's only like 3 seconds of it, and then you get into the video, because that 10 seconds is enough time for people to just be like, what the heck, why am I still watching this, and then click off, because it's 10 seconds of silence. It's like if you're talking, that'd be something. But yeah, you definitely need like either cut that in YouTube and or maybe just fix that up a little bit. Get rid of the dead energy in your video. Alrighty. Hopefully more people have responded, because I have too many views for so little subs, kinda. I don't, because that. So I'm trying. How do you get on this? Lewis Dunkley. How do you get on this? So if you're asking about how do you actually get to me to view it, on NewTubers, I am doing a critique thread where I'm live streaming the critiques, and I'm just going down the list of people who post their critiques, and you just make sure to read the rules. Some of you aren't reading the rules. Like, don't put disclaimers. I just post the link. If you want something to focus on, then that. But if you're like, this is a gameplay video of a series, that's called a disclaimer. So don't. I asked you to do not put a title or disclaimer. I would like to just figure that out and show this to you guys, and to Lewis Dunkley to figure out where you can just go to the link. I guess it's right here for my post. It doesn't have any upvotes though, so it's probably going to just keep falling through. This is okay, I made Pokemon content. This is my first video. Okay, I'm going to... Dang it, come on. No, I'm going to cancel it. That's a disclaimer. Just post the link, and then it'll just like tell me what you want me to focus on. Don't put that. That's a disclaimer. No titles, no disclaimers. I want to figure out the video when I get here. Alright, something interesting. You got nice bright colors. I can already tell within the first seconds. Battle Styles opening. That is a very vague title, just to let you know. Cool. Thanks for upvoting it. You don't have to. It's just like, if you want more me to be able to keep doing this, if I might just like run out of videos and then Reddit stops promoting it. So for this video, opening and giveaway. So giveaways are always interesting. They definitely get more people to watch your videos. I'm sure that a lot of people came over to see the video. And giveaways are always interesting. But where is the is there like a link for the giveaway? Do you do it on your your Discord or on your Twitter? Opening and giveaway. So you gotta be able to, when you do a giveaway, you have to emphasize, you gotta just like bring those people and you get people to go to your Twitter, get people to go to your YouTube channel or to your Discord or whatever. And that's the whole point of the giveaway. Other than just like, I'm gonna give something out for free, maybe not. And then it's just like, I guess if people, because then that's when people don't like your videos, and then you develop a reputation for not doing giveaways. And then people are like, what the heck is wrong with this? He lies. He's a liar. You don't want to be known as a liar on YouTube. That's not good. No dislikes yet. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. 14-minute video. 426 views. That's pretty good for only 17 subs. That's really good. But I would definitely work on this title. If you're talking about opening the new Pokemon styles package, battle package, and then also putting a plus giveaway, that would definitely like emphasize versus just battle styles. I will actually do a test, and I'm gonna type in to Google battle styles opening. And you want to see how long it's going to take for you to find your video? And then it just starts recommending my own thing. I don't see like, that's the thing, is if you look at the top suggestions, new Pokemon battle styles is here, booster box cards opening. It's way more interesting than just battle styles opening. That's the thing for titles, is you want to get people interested in the titles, because these are mostly just the same things. It's just people with a funny reaction looking at cards. But when you look at the titles and so on, it gets people interested in video versus yours, which is cool. You got a little giveaway in there too, which helps. But your title needs some work, man. And then your description, description needs some work right there. You're describing the video, but you're starting with, you need to capitalize. Capitalize the start of the sentence, man. Come on, you could do this. You could do this. I got you. The thumbnail is really good, but yeah, I could definitely use. But I would actually say the text blends a bit too much, especially because of like the colors. The sort of purplish color kind of blends in a little bit too much. And it doesn't pop enough, is what I'm kind of trying to convey. And then also it's 480 by 360. Oof, a little bit higher quality than that. A lot of people are replying to it though for only a 426 views. That's pretty good. Cool. All right, well, let's actually review the video.
Hello and
all right, another thing is no audio right in the beginning, which is a problem, but oh well.
welcome. My name's Matt.
It's nice if you do this, like this interesting kind of title, but while you're speaking. Like if this, like the words came up while, like
Hello
right
and
now,
welcome.
while you're introducing each other and yourself, it's definitely just like, it adds much better flow to the video. And it's just, that's just what's nice about it. And it looks like it's doing pretty good. That's been published. Alrighty.
My name's Matt, and this is the PokeLab. Here on the PokeLab, we will be opening products such as new sets, old sets, everything in between. We will do giveaways, streams of me playing PTCG online.
So you're saying all this information and you're not outlining it. Like, it's kind of hard for me to remember this information other than you're going to be streaming. That's literally the last thing you said, and that's the last thing I remember. And that's the problem is, like, I don't, like, if you outline, if you got text up on the screen, it ingrains it in my mind and it helps me remember things when I'm able to read it. Because it's like, you know how, like, when you write, it's easier for you to remember things. Like, just saying, take the same concept and idea and apply it to reading, or if the people read and they're more likely to remember it.
And should the channel do well, I would like to eventually stream live tournaments that I would have between myself and local players and playing online with you guys. So, sit back, let's open some packs, and thank you for joining me. So for today's first video, I have 10 packs here of the latest set.
Audio is pretty decent. Is he even watching this? I don't know. There's the the views on YouTube is interesting, but I hope you guys are watching these things, because like, I'm pouring out my heart to you guys so you guys could learn and engage And like even if the person who's watching this or who created this doesn't watch it, you guys who are still sticking around and watching it, you're able to actually get some information to see how other people take a look at videos. But like, yeah, if he's just like, so already 45 seconds in, we just started looking at the cards. It's a bit, it's a close up and it's interesting. But another thing is the background. Like you've got this really cool background, but as soon as you start looking at these cards, it kind of it gets really messy to look at. Like because like Pokemon's a really colorful game and all that, but there's just like there's visual overload is what's going on right here, and it's kind of hard to check. Like you could see the cards, of course, but like there's just so much. Like so if you move to like a table, like a nice furnished wooden table, and you're able to start showing off the cards, and you can have multiple different camera views of you looking at the cards as you open them up, a little bit more dynamic versus this you've just got this one continuous shots throughout the entire video, which is something you can most definitely work on is camera angles, especially when you're just like package openings, like have different views and cameras. Like if you on Box Therapy, they've got the multiple different camera views and it changes, and then they've got like a top-down view, a front face, a side face, and that's like what really gives you like this visual. And then you're also not having, then it can alleviate some of the messy and the noise. Alrighty. All right. Reply. Whoops. Just to let you know that this is a disclaimer and breaks my rules. All right, critique. Presentation. Pretty decent thumbnail. Thumbnail looks good. Description, improvement, and pinned comment. 1. Thumbnail is good, but the text blends. Description or just title. Title is really bad. And yeah, so I'll do right after this. You just need to point out which video it is. Title is really bad and not descriptive and engaging. Description also needs work. But it's 480p. Do I want to give him a 0? Nope. And then also no pinned comments. I'm gonna give him a 0. I'm sorry, buddy. Presentation thumbnail is good, but the text blends. Title is really bad and not descriptive and engaging. Description also needs work. Think time stamps, please. Also no pin comment. Quality, it's fine. It's 4K, but it doesn't look 4K. Other than that, it looks actually really good. Quality, I'm gonna give him a 3 out of 3. Looks pretty good. Really good quality. But I took some of your advice and read it. Redid my thumbnail, add some timestamps, and ask which thumbnail is your favorite in the pin. Thumbnail is thanks for a lot. Yeah, I'm so glad I could be of help. This is like the whole thing. What this is all for is helping you guys so you can improve. Really good quality, but a single non-changing camera position and a messy background for how long is this video? 15 minutes is it's just 15 minutes is boring. Let's just be straight about that. I'll give him a 2 because that drops it down. Content. It's Pokemon cards. People like opening Pokemon cards. It's got a lot of views. I think it's fine. 3. Good content. People liked it. Liked your video. It's just the execution that really needs some love. Alrighty. Content. All right, so he's got a 5 out of 9 on the scale. Boom. All right. Lewis Dunkley, unless yours is the same. Oh, they removed it. Ouch. So I think it's going to be dead. I'm only going to be able to do the comments I could do. And, dang it, they killed it. They killed it, guys. Oh, the mods are lame. But I'll still continue with the ones I have not yet done. Alrighty. Lewis Dunkley, you still watching? I wanted to see which one yours is, and then maybe revisit Little Luigi's. Once I finish up with these ones. Thank you for doing this. Always down. So this is another guy. He's making a disclaimer for my latest video. Okay. That's a disclaimer. So I'm going to try to hold on for the stream as long as I can. But now that the post is dead, it's like nothing I can really do about it. Dang it. I got to wait for it for a few hours, but alrighty. Lewis, which one is yours? Is it this one or 9-inch or Dizzy? Were you able to make it? I hope. And then I'll be able to review yours at the end. Whew. All right. Well, I'll pick this one first. Interesting. So he's got multiple camera shots. It's pretty nice. Right into it with the music. The title is a bit small. And what the heck? It's got like a crop of his face and a water bottle. Okay, it's an interesting. Oh, it's 9-inch here. I'll actually here. Oh, sorry about the other dude for right now, but can you just look my pick the video, and you can pick the video. Okay, I said not to do this, but and it looks like you've only got. Oh no. Okay, Lewis Dunkley, where's your channel art? Do you have channel art? Because channel art's also really good if you want to be able to put in, like even mine is really basic, but just letting people know, hey, I have a Discord is really good. Versus just I don't know where's your channel art, man? Come on. Interesting. But does your channel? That's the one thing about your profile. Yeah, that's one thing about branding. Is like when you get bigger, your branding is everything. Your icon is just it's a jellyfish. Like unless you're doing biology for marine biology and all that, which would actually add on to your channel and would really cement you in that niche. It's just a jellyfish, which is okay, I guess. Mine is just a letter R though, so it's not that much better. But at least it has like it's my name. It's the name of the channel. You do meme videos, it looks like. How many you got? You got 10. You got 10 meme videos, all ranging in a decent amount of views. You've got your newest one. I'm not going to play this one because it looks like it's SpongeBob, so that has copyrighted content. But let's try your most viewed one right here, Dr. Solja, with the 100%. All right, so you got 4x3. That's something interesting. 360p. Are all your videos like this though? No, you got 720p. That's fine, I guess. Higher quality would be nice. Watch the Ricardo one. The Ricardo Mile isn't okay. I don't know if this copyright music, but I can base it's a meme, I guess. This is something you would definitely post on Reddit. And then here, so I'm gonna start doing my thing, and the thumbnail, it's pretty interesting, but Ricardo Mayos isn't in the thumbnail. That's one thing you would do, because he's what, right here? Yeah, it's him. This could be your thumbnail, and it would probably be better than this, because the whole thing is this is what it's about. And putting that in the thumbnail would just be much more interesting. And then on top of that, you got no description. It's hard for YouTube to recommend your video if it doesn't actually know what your video is about. And that's the one thing. And then you can't put in your other tags, your other areas. Like if you're just posting meme videos just to be fun and so you can post them on Reddit, that's cool. But if you want to actually grow, you got to start working on more detailed descriptions. And then this video is, it's a meme video. It's only 30 seconds. You don't need timestamps. But if you're going to do longer videos, then you're going to need timestamps. Description. Pinned comment's always nice, because then it's like you have one comment on the video. And then that's just much better than just not having that at all. And then total views is only 86, which isn't too much, but 3 subs, starting from the bottom. You haven't even liked your own video yet. That's something. If you're gonna dislike it, that's something. But yeah, definitely can improve on that. The video quality itself is fine. It's just 480p. It's a meme video from SpongeBob. SpongeBob's not that high quality anyway. Descriptions are boring and Reddit's boring. Okay, it's just like the chances of, you got to realize, because you know how you'll see like on like YouTube recommended pages, you always see these 8-year-old meme videos that are basically just like this that have like 5 million views. Is you got to realize that there's like a million other people that have done the exact same thing and didn't succeed. It was completely random. And if you actually want to succeed as a meme channel, you got to do descriptions. You got to post on Reddit, but just actually post it in like don't just be posting to post it. You got to be smart and tactical if you want to actually grow. There's nothing really about the video itself I can improve. It's just like the concept's pretty cool of just putting in the character. Other than that, you can definitely improve. Alrighty. So let's scroll this little video. Just because you're watching it, you'll take your chances already. I'll see you in 9 years when that video gets recommended to me again, just because I watched it once. I'll see you there. Alrighty. Presentation. Do I just gosh, 0. It's because like I'm trying to rank you, like trying to improve, but it's just a funny meme video that you're just gonna share with your friends. So all right, well, I'll see you, dude. But cool. It's a meme video, and well, it serves its purpose. I don't know how to spell purpose. Gosh, jeez, I need to go back to kindergarten. Thumbnail can be better. Description can exist. Pinned comments can exist. Liking your own video is the least you can do. Quality. It itself, it's fine, I guess. I'll just give it a 2 because it's a short video. It achieves what it set out to be, and achieves what it sets to be. Content 3. Why should you watch? It's a meme video that has a 1 in 1,000 chance to blow up within the next 9 years. Good luck. Alrighty. 2 out of 9. I know it's still 1 in 1,000, still a pretty high chance. It's a meme. It's a meme, Batman. Alrighty. Okay. And since you're still here, Luigi, I think you're the first one I reviewed, right? Yeah, here, let's go. Let's take a little look back on what you got here.
Little Luigi.
Boom. Oh my gosh. That thumbnail is it's so much better. Oh my gosh, than your earlier one. It's thumbnail wars and you're comparing and like boom. Good job. You took my advice and you just that's so much better thumbnail. It's like conveying exactly what the video is about. And it's 1280 720 good. Woof. Really good. Thumbnail wars. We're showing amazing design skills and telling me in the comments which thumbnail you like the most. Cool. Yeah, cool. You got a little post comment right here. That's nice. I'd be a little bit more descriptive though. Like if you had if you picked a round, like for this round at this timestamp, who do you think won? Like if you're trying to get them to engage their own, to be a little bit more descriptive, like leading them in, like they to the actual part of the video, is a really good idea. Even this guy is like, this is a really cool concept and idea. Looks really good. Yeah, and then you got other videos. If you're gonna post other videos, you might as well post the links to them, because if I would have to go searching and digging through your channel to actually find these. And then cool, looks good, and you got a little
You win. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Little Luigi, keep a timer. All right, guys.
Okay.
All right, no. These guys don't really understand that there's a lot going into my process. I'm not someone who just makes a thumbnail. I'm someone who creates a story within it. There's a lot of stuff that I can...
And that's definitely much better, because then it actually, like, having the actual... I'm going to try to not show the Roblox, but having... Here, it's way easier to see. Your introduction, boom, and like if people want to, like, they just want to get to the thumbnails at the reviews at the very last bit, you can... And they just want to see all the thumbnails together, and versus just them going, like, clicking off. At least you'll have them to be like, they'll look at the timestamps and be like, hey, I just want to see the very end of the video. And then that's good. You definitely, I'm gonna like it just because, like, dang, the thumbnail is just, it's 1,000 times better than the first one. Let me tell you. Alrighty. Cool. Hopefully, yeah. Good thing I gotta help you out with that one. Alrighty. I'm gonna go and edit. 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3. Boom. I'm just going to put in edits. Great. How about amazing? Improvements overall. Quality, boom. So you get a 9 out of 9, the first one. There you go. Alrighty. Why don't we add asterisk? I guess that's just something. Alrighty, let's finish these because this is going to be it. I want to see why they'll probably message me like, oh, you can't post this because it's got a link to your stuff, but I'm glad I can help out as many of you as I could. Let's get back to this guy. I'm sorry if you've been sitting in here waiting for me to review your video, but yeah, and one thing about the title, the text might be a bit too small. You might want to make it a little bit bigger. The concept is like weird, and it's definitely interesting, but it's not direct enough. It's kind of just it feels like a collage of like pictures versus and then I don't like, if I don't know what wind beat is, it's gonna be definitely hard to like click on this like wind beat. Been a bit busy. Thank you. How do you think this turned out? Do you like it? So that's the one thing about asking questions in the description is unless you ask it within the first like 3 lines, and it gets obscured, people aren't going to answer it. Even if it's like a super interesting and detailed question, it's better to literally just copy paste this into the pinned comment, because people are more likely to comment back to you or just comment in general. You've got little timestamps. Nice. Sound breakdown. Do you have a little closing? Yeah, you got a little end card. You want to put a little timestamp right there. The end card helps make it a little bit nicer. Of course, sure, some people will see that and then they'll just click off, but they're just going to do that anyway. Having that little, especially if you have like a closer, that's really good. Is if you're, if you don't want to be like, this is the end of the video, you can always have a closer to recap what you've talked about, or the general stuff, and it definitely adds like a closer and a finisher on the video and makes it feel more complete. That would be one thing, right at the very end, and then you can have that and then just have it end right there. And then then you just don't have people that click off right as soon as they see the end of the timestamp. You got 1,000 subs, not bad. 500 views, pretty good. And then no pinned comments, so that's one thing. Subscribe now, whatever. Instagram's fine. You're pinning stuff. Yeah, it looks pretty good. A little bit more description. It's kind of look, when you look at it, it's a little hard to read because it's just a big block of text. But if you have like a description and then like then you put a block of text, like separating, outlining it, it's much easier to read. Versus I've been away. I made this video and then describing the video in just one big paragraph is a little harder to read. But I actually get into the video now.
Hey guys, this is Puru, and welcome to my channel where I
See, okay, hopefully some of you are still watching, because like, did you see he had a little, it's like a little thing come up and boom, it has little his name while he was doing it. Imagine if he had like a 5-second clip of his title just coming up and going away, but he just had it, boom, it was right there. It was a bit too fast to read. Like this.
Hey guys, this is Puru.
Well, like that text was way too fast. I wouldn't have been able to read that, just to let you know.
Welcome to my channel.
But yeah, you gotta slow down on the text right there, dude. So we can actually read it. Like it's better to have not too much, like having maybe 2 lines of text, just so you can more efficient use of the space, and then being able to convey your ideas. And then also you're not just having a lot of text rapidly hit the viewer, because then it's annoying to read.
Where I make music out of weird things. I also create free sample packs and do brief sound design breakdowns with every project. If this is something you'd like to see, do consider hitting the subscribe button.
Yeah, cool. So you've got you're not just saying subscribe, you're going this is what I do. If you want to see more, subscribe. I don't really like telling people to subscribe and like in the beginning. I'd rather do that maybe more like towards the mid or the end point when they've actually seen the video, because you're telling a lot of people that are just because it's 20 seconds in, and you're gonna see a lot of people just leave the video just because they found a better video or something more clicky. And telling people to subscribe is kind of redundant, because why should I subscribe to this guy? Like, I literally only seen 20 seconds of him. I don't know if I'm ready, but then if you remind people before they leave the video to subscribe, you just don't want to be spending 30 seconds at the end. Oh, just subscribe, please, just subscribe. Nobody cares.
I'll do the sound design breakdown after the performance. So if you want to...
Cool, you got little timestamps in the video itself. That's good, because then even if they don't look at the timestamps down here, they know that, oh, if I want to get right into it, I can just click boom into the timestamps and be there, which is a good thing.
Want to see how I made the sounds? Do stick around till the end. All right, let's get to it.
Ooh, I kind of really like the way he set up this audio. It's really nice. Like the little sound of like the sound. That's pretty. I like the composition. This is really good. Like in general, like the way the editing is really nice. The black bars are a little annoying. Like rendering this out in the original ratio would be really cool. But then, yeah, that's the only thing I would suggest. Otherwise, that's pretty good. The editing, like really at the beginning, it looks clean. Audio's clean. It's good. Title, I would probably improve it a little bit more descriptive. It's a little, I don't know. You could say you're like, maybe something a little bit more like airbending music or something like that. I don't know. It wouldn't be something like that, but it's like I made a beat with wind. So it doesn't sound right. It's a little weird, but otherwise the composition, the close-ups, the bokeh effect, the camera shots are really solid, and I really like that. Let's go and critique this. And then I think there's only one more that got on before the end. Let's reply. Just to let you know that telling me that you are a music channel is called a disclaimer. Thumbnails. Thumbnail can use some improvement. Pinned comment can use some improvement. Other than that, and the title can use some improvement. Presentation, I want to put it for 1 because it's a decent video. I don't want to hark on it too much, but let's see. I made a beat with wind. Whoops, thumbnail. I wish I could type. Thumbnail is a little confusing and wind beat. A little confusing. The title itself is not very interesting sounding. The title needs to have more energy in general. Just improvements on that. And then no pinned comments. But timestamps are great. Quality. Woof. This is some good stuff. The visual composition and shots are amazing to look at. My advice is to not bomb the viewer with text at the start. And then because it just and then make the text last long enough for me to actually read it. Content. It's pretty cool, interesting. You're making music with different sounds. I think it's pretty good. Interesting concepts and a very high quality video and audio production. Interesting concept, very high quality in video audio production. I would just work on marketing and increasing engagement on the video. Total gets a 7 out of 9. Pretty good job. Hope this is good enough for you. Looks like we've just got one more. Yeah, dang it. Why? I hope it actually counts my replies. That would be something. Any critique is useful. It's an animation. Cool, cool.
There once were 3 robots who...
Oh boy, that audio is something to behold. Thumbnail. Not great. Machines of the Forest. Thumbnail and title can definitely use work. Description. Oh boy. Yeah, he's definitely getting a 0 for presentation. But let's actually see the video itself.
Lived in the forest, named X. Hey, how you doing? And his best friend named Y. I like tacos. And their ward of the state, who was named simply, let's go Stanley Kubrick. Hey, how you doing? Hey, guys, I don't feel so good. I think I'm running out of power. Don't worry, but...
Okay, the concept is yeesh. It's interesting. The animation itself is not an animation. You're basically having you have images and then you change the mouths. No, I wouldn't really classify it as an animation, but that's pretty decent from what I can tell already. Concept is it's a homegrown animation. People love these things. Like, it's literally just these things. People watch these things so much. I just hope it's getting to them. Roll 3. Saying that it's an animation is a disclaimer and against my rules. Let's presentation 0. Thumbnail is just a picture from the animation itself, and doesn't tell me on anything other than it was made in title also needs work, and you need to promote it as a animatic. Otherwise, the whole selling point is lost. Improve the description. Improve the description. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. More links and information. Does he have a pinned comment? And a pinned comment. Comments is always nice. With the theme of colors, that'd be nice. Sadly, I don't think anybody's watching the stream anymore, so I'm going to get a little bit more quiet, but I hope you guys can enjoy this very last post. And audio quality is not great. Contents. People. Absolutely love animations and animatic. You just need to keep on improving and gets better at selling what makes you interesting and different. Alrighty, so you get a 3. I'm sorry, buddy, but it's just how it is. The animation quality is kind of meh. It's just it looks interesting, but there's no theme. It's kind of just random colors. Could definitely use some improvement, but people like it. Alrighty. Well, I think that'll be the end of the stream. I kind of got killed off. But I definitely hope I've helped you, even if you didn't even participate. I hope I was able to help you out and potentially make your videos and thumbnails and titles and all of that just a bit better. Thank you for watching. This has been DJ, and welcome to the community.